Today at Eppy Shop, I'm working on the F100. Seriously, I'm working on the F100. What up, guys? Happy New Year! And welcome to what is going to be the very last episode of Eppy's Shop. In this shop, we're finally moving. Fingers crossed, anyway. Next week, we're moving. Supposed to be closed on everything, moving. So there might be like a week or two gap as we move and get everything all set up and situated. Obviously, getting the house and everything situated first is priority, and then the chop shop. But if you can't tell, I'm in the F100, and like I said, that's what we're working on. Nothing crazy, but as I showed you in the previous video, I got some custom window visors. So let's check those out. Alright, so little visor that I was talking about. It's just this little chrome piece right here. And I don't select to point out. You can see it on my rinky-dink camera that I still have. Once we get moved, new camera coming, so I can zoom out again. But this is actually the first time I've had the seat in the F100, and been sitting in the F100 as it's gonna sit, and I'm quite low. I mean, I can, with some effort, I can almost touch the ground. This thing sits pretty low. This is cool. This is exciting. Can't wait. Can't wait. Anyway, let's get to work. So first, let's just check this thing out. I've already got this one installed, and I'm gonna be honest. I called for some more steps than I took. Reason being, it just wasn't really working out that well. My way worked way easier. There's less steps. Basically, if you look right here, as this is our piece for the other side, and this just tucks up into the rubber seal of your window, and then there's just 3 holes, and the kit recommends, give this the part number if you were looking for a set of these for yourself. Let's see if I can show you what I'm saying. They fit right up into this seal right here, and you see I did a little bit of scratchy. I don't really care, like everything else. I would recommend taping your window, because these things are a nice, like, sharp stainless. But then there's our other screw. Actually ended up not using their hole, ended up using slightly over a little bit. And then over here, there's your other screw hidden up in there. I'm sure if this seal wasn't all worn out, and I mean, it needs replaced, but I'm not replacing it. But look at this. I love the way that looks. With my little cruising mirror. These things are pretty much useless, by the way. Most of this stuff is kind of useless. It just looks cool, to be honest. This might help you with a little bit of rain that your drip edge doesn't catch. But these mirrors definitely don't work that well. This one works okay. On the passenger side, you might as well not even bother. I can't see anything. I actually set that mirror up for my passenger to see. I'll have them adjust that mirror to however they can see when they get in, and then I asked for their advice if need be while driving. But yeah, I just love the way that the chrome edge looks. I'm also going to do this edge and chrome trim as well. Leave in the comment section. I don't know, it may be a dumb question. This truck didn't come optioned with the factory chrome strip right here. I do see on trucks that have it, there appears to be just a small bulge right here in the chrome. It doesn't look real relevant. Those still aren't the right words. Jeez. It doesn't look very obvious, but it does appear to have like a bulge right there under the chrome. I guess my question is, does this need to be like ground down and welded smooth for that chrome strip to go on there? That would kind of suck if need be. I don't think it needs to be, because I do believe that chrome strip just starts here at the bottom and you just work it forward, or you start in the front and work its way back, whichever way you go. I've never done it. Leave in the comment section if you've done that and give me some advice. And if you've got an answer to this little spot right here, if that needs to go or if that's okay, let me know. But and they suggest mocking these things up and then like using a Sharpie and then a stamp to mark it. But it's a real pain in the butt to try and hold everything stationary while this is in there. And then, like I said, it's pretty sharp stainless. If you can see that or not. Probably not. I ended up destroying like all the Sharpies I tried to get in there. And then all the punches I have actually have tips that are too fat to get in there. And all I did is I just stuck it up in there and I just drilled the holes right in with the trim piece. I just used it as its own jig. So, as you see, looks good. I think the only thing I'm going to do that the kit doesn't call for is right here. I think I'm going to just take a little piece of double-sided 3M to stick this right here. I'm willing to bet this might rattle a little bit. I don't know. You have to put a lot of pressure on this to make it move. But I think that 3M will hold it right there. It'll help it clear my window, which it does clear anyways, like no problem. But I think it'll just help give it some rigidity and just look nicer. Just make me feel good about it. And it's just a snip of a little piece of 3M tape that you stick in there, no big deal. But without further ado, I'm probably just gonna do some sort of montage of making this happen. So my only advice I want to give you before I jump into it is if you have nice clean paint that you care about, I would tape this off, at least down here, so you don't scratch it. And I worked the front in before the rear. Trying to work the rear in before the front didn't work out too well. There's your mom joke in there somewhere. Anyway, let's just jump to it. Like I said, I worked the front into the back, and you just pull this little seal. You just stick your finger up in there, basically, and just kind of slide it back as you work it in. But I'm just gonna quit talking. I'm gonna quit talking and get it done. Before I forget to mention it, you notice right here on the other side there was a gap that let this trim kind of flap around and move. The seal is actually split and missing from like here up. This seal is in better shape, and this chrome trim actually fits right in between it. So no need for the double-sided tape on that. And even without screws, especially with that being fit into that seal, I mean, this is just as sturdy as the other side without screws in it. But let's drill some holes and do some screwing. Noisy thing. Alright, we gonna check these out real quick. Let's just take a second to look at the current living situation in the lovely state of Michigan. And everything has got a nice solid layer of ice on it. Ice, nice ice, baby. Dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Old Ranger's just completely covered. Completely. By the way, shout out GJN, sponsor. Go to their website. Get things to your vehicle. Mention my name, get free shipping. Free shipping is good. Free shipping, yes. Anyway, got these bad boys installed. I know there's probably a bunch of people like cringing right now, maybe, who've installed these a couple times. But, I mean, do your long, drawn out, longhand version of what I did. Or just do what I did. Mock these bad boys up there, drill the holes. I got no problems. The 3M tape on this side, like I said, where the seal breaks off, works just fine. It's holding that in, and door closed. And bad boys ain't going nowhere. That's good enough. Nice solid metal right there. Ain't got no concerns. Let's go check out this other side. Ooh, about fell in my ass. Oi. So it's Slicky McGee. Wait. Here's the side I just did. Same thing, except it has a good seal that goes all the way up, and it's actually more firm, even so than that side. And forget the seat isn't, attached to anything. Should maybe not. There's not much of a floor. Should maybe not be sitting on that. Yeah. No clearance issues or nothing. In fact, these gaskets are all worn out and everything. There's plenty of room to get these in there. Putting these in here, it's probably actually going to give me a better seal. So maybe actually tuck that guy in there, maybe a little bit better. Might be able to cinch that bad boy up in there just a little bit better. But there is the end result and the last project, the last thing to be done in this garage to this truck this year. Well, it's the first of the year, so it's the first thing to be done this year to this truck in this garage, but the last. Kind of bittersweet, I guess. I had predictions that we were gonna outgrow this house in 5 years. Turns out we've outgrown it in 2. But if you can't tell, still have a mess to clean up. I had to pull the Scion in here to do a bunch more work than I wanted to do to it. Ended up doing a front wheel bearing and a CV axle in it. New tires, front and rear brakes, wheel cylinders. Yeah, of course for sale, by the way, if you want a toaster. But like I said, guys, I've got a whole bunch of cleaning to do. Everything in here has to be spotless and ready to go. And as I mentioned before, we are moving, hopefully, next weekend. So I will be back. I gotta get this cleaned up. Much love, gang. When I come back, new location. Deuces. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Tell your mom as if she doesn't know already. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.